Okay.
Okay. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Okay. Uh, okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this today's interview from Soulladywigs. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and breast cancer is one of the most cancer among women. So we want to take this opportunity to share real stories that can offer support to women facing challenges and also remind everyone to take care of themselves. And I am so glad we have three amazing guests today. Okay, let's welcome our guest. Welcome, Mashana. Okay, say hi to our followers.
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, hi, Miss Brazil.
Hi. Thanks for joining us,
Okay.
you all.
Okay. Okay, Sai. Oh, hi, Monique.
Hi, everyone. I am so happy to be here. Yay.
Okay, I'm so excited now, and thank you, you all be here today. And okay, now let me introduce our host today, Mashana, a very talented creator and experienced host. Okay, let's move the microphone to Mashana.
Thank you all so much. Okay, I'm Marshana, and I am so honored to be here today to discuss such an important subject. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and everyone knows that it's October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I'm so excited to be invited to have this conversation with two amazing women right here in this chat. This conversation was initiated by Soulladywigs, and as we all know, Soul Lady is a brand that cares so much about women's physical and emotional well being. And I'm so really honored that they're here today hosting this conversation for all of us women across the world. We're all in different places, but we can be united right here online. I also want to show you guys, can you see my Soul Lady Silver Strong?
Oh,
Silver
Yeah.
Strong t-shirt. Okay. This Silver Strong t-shirt was designed especially by Soul Lady to bring awareness to such an important cause of breast cancer awareness. And I am so excited to be wearing it today. As you all met earlier, we are joined by Ms. Brazel, and we are here with Monique, two beautiful ladies. I'm sure you recognize them from online. If you've been online, you know who they are. But we're just going to take a moment and I want to get to know each and every one of you. So, this is our icebreaker for the night. We're just going to describe ourselves in 3 words. I am going to go first. I'm going to say that I am courageous because I do think I face life situations with courage. I am persistent because I like to keep going. And above all else, I think I'm adventurous. Maybe adventurous and spontaneous because I like to do a lot of fun things. Ms. Brazel, I'm going to send it over to you next. Describe yourself to our wonderful audience in 3 words.
hi, y'all. Okay. I'm very creative. Whatever my hands find to do, I'm going to keep trying until I get it right. Okay. No matter what it is. I'm honest and I'm very dependable.
I love that. I love that. That is such 3 amazing words. I know it's so hard to find just 3 words, but that was so amazing. And Monique, please share with the audience 3 words to describe yourself.
Awesome. Well, the first word I would say is protective. I am Mama Bear to everyone. That's where the Auntie Nee came from. I
Oh,
like to think, yes, definitely. I'd say I'm empathetic. I care about everything and everyone and just everything around me. I care. And purposeful. Everything I do it with a meaning behind it. You know, you have to do that. You have to care. You have to mean what you do and mean what you say. So that's me.
oh my goodness. I love that. The great way to describe yourselves, ladies. Something I know about you, Ms. Brazel, I'm going to start with you, is that you are a two-time, not once, twice, two-time breast cancer survivor. And as someone who knows firsthand what it is to be up against such a serious diagnosis, I want to ask you, when you were first diagnosed, what was the most scariest or, moment that really sticks out in your memory?
When I was first diagnosed, okay, I had gone for my mammogram, and then I got the phone call. I had been dreading, and the doctor told me to come on in. And I was wondering, why couldn't he just tell me the news over the phone? But I came on in. He pulled his stool up in front of me. I was sitting down. He patted me on the knee. He told me they saw something on the mammogram, and we had to take it from there step by step. I had the biopsy, and that was scary. Because I had to fit on this little slab of a table. Now I'm a big, beautiful woman. I had to
Yes,
fit
you
on
are.
this little slab
Yeah.
face down while they did the biopsy, and fear of the unknown.
Mhm.
I was just scared of what I didn't know. So the
Right,
second time I was diagnosed, which was 7 years later,
Mm.
I wasn't as scared because I had been through it already.
right. And you
Yes,
probably knew by then that you had it within you to fight with all you've got and to survive.
yes. And I had a lumpectomy both times.
Okay.
And the type of breast cancer I had, it couldn't have been felt. You're supposed
Oh,
to
Um,
self check yourself.
mhm.
When you take a shower, you check yourself. Mine couldn't have been felt. So, but
Mm.
by the grace of God, I had my mammogram, and it was detected that way, both times.
wow, that's amazing. And I thank you so much for sharing and for trusting us with your story, because so many people think if I don't feel sick, I'm okay, or if I don't feel anything, I'm okay. And this just really, really, really stresses the importance of having your regular annual mammograms,
Yes,
maybe earlier, but definitely by the age of 40. It's so important.
get checked anyway.
Mhm.
Exactly, exactly. So, in your experience, what would you say is more important? Would that be emotional support or physical care, or is it a combination of both as someone who has faced a breast cancer diagnosis?
It's really a combination of both, but I would say emotional care, because where your emotions go, your mind goes. And so as a man thinketh, so is he. So if you're
Mm.
not feeling good, or if you feel like you ain't gonna never get through this, then you probably won't. So you need to be, uh, I can't even think of the word now, but
But
don't
you
be
need to have
down and
that support, yeah, and have a positive outlook no matter what you're
positive,
dealing with.
positive, stay positive. Yes.
I I wholeheartedly agree. I'm hosting this conversation not having had a diagnosis myself, but I supported my husband through leukemia last year. It was a devastating diagnosis. And I wanted to ask you that question about which support mattered to you, because maybe some women are watching this right now around the world and they themselves have never had a diagnosis, but they could be in a position to offer care, to offer support, to offer love to someone. Caregivers are, I think, a really important part in outcomes and supporting cancer patients worldwide. So I asked that question because I think it's just so good for us at home to kind of hear what role we can play in helping people as they're on their journey.
I have a question, and not to interrupt, but as
No.
someone who is learning, taking this opportunity to learn more, how did you care for yourself with your husband, Charlotte? Like, how did you refill your cup? When you're pouring into
I'm talking
him
to
and his care. Yeah, how did you take care of yourself?
I would love to give you the wonderful answer and said, well, I took care of myself and I always loved me and you just can't pour from an empty cup. That wasn't true. There was a time where I really wasn't taking care of myself. I lost about 20 pounds. I went down. I was really skinny. I wasn't sleeping properly because I was sleeping on either a recliner in his hotel room, hospital room, sleeping on a recliner in his
The
hospital
big
room.
difference, yes.
Big difference. Or eventually, they got me a rollaway bed. But it wasn't until I knew that he was on the upswing, still in a bad place, still in a bad place. But when things started to begin to turn the corner, I was like, okay, I gotta eat. I need a weekend. I need a bed. I need a hotel room. I need proper showers. I need that. So I let myself go to a point where I wasn't going to be able to care for him, but eventually I had to wake up and put my head in the game. So it depends on for everyone, but I think being a caregiver is just, it takes a toll, but
Yeah,
don't let yourself go too far down the deep end. And then before you have two patients instead of one.
Right.
that's true. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, no, I appreciate you asking that question, Monique, because I want to direct the conversation towards you right now because you play an important role. It's not just about diagnoses or caregivers. It really also is about prevention and awareness, which is why you are a part of this conversation and why this entire initiative put on by Soul Lady matters so much. So I want to ask you, how'd you get into this space of prevention, awareness? Like, what brought you in?
Actually, it was from just when I was younger, going to the gynecologist, learning how to examine myself. It wasn't until I, got older that, I would talk to coworkers, or I would find out coworkers were going through things, or people from church. And it's like, okay, this is real. Because, back in my day, you didn't hear, I say back in my day, that's so funny. You didn't hear, you didn't hear about it as much as you do now. We didn't
Right.
have a month, where it was, you could find more information. But now with the internet, things are out there more. So because I care so much, and I want to be there for people, I want to be the support for people. It helps me just being that support for other people. So I want to learn as much as I can, and I'm honored to be here. I definitely.
And I think it plays such an important part. And that's the perfect way to kind of segue into this next bit that I just really wanted to show, because Soul Lady has taken an amazing initiative. In every box of your Soul Lady purchases that are going out this month, you are going to get this
Indeed.
guide. Ladies, do you have your guides with you?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
It
Yes.
is your month. Oh, I'm sorry, you were saying?
No, yes, with very package this month, we all send this prevention guide to every customer. Yes.
Yes.
All
And
about
what I
packaging.
love is that this is actually physical, it's tangible, it's printed, and it's in your hand. It's not digital and on your phone. This is something you can frame or put up in your bathroom to remind you, or wherever you are, to check
Yes.
yourself, to check yourself. Early prevention, early
Oh,
cure. And this infographic is available. And if you want any more information about this graphic or anything else that Soul Lady has for you, I want you to scan that QR code on your screen at home where you can find more information. But as someone who's in the prevention and awareness space, Monique, I wanted to ask you, do you have any questions for Ms. Brazel
I
as someone
actually
who has survived cancer twice?
I do. I had to write it down, take notes. So, being that you have been through this diagnosis twice, what mindset, or small daily thing helped you get through, especially in the beginning, like with the first diagnosis? What could you share with other people that would, just give them some kind of hope?
Okay, to give them hope. Well, the first thing
Mhm.
I thought of when I was diagnosed, why me? I don't do all them bad things that would put me in the way of having this. And okay, why not me? Okay, I caught it, and it worked out fine for me that I was able to go get it taken care of because what first happened was I don't like going to the doctor. And so my mother, father, stepfather, grandmother, we all had the same doctor, same clinic, and my husband. So my doctor's nurse, she had noticed that I hadn't been there in a while. So when he checked in to go to the doctor, she came out and got me. Yeah, okay, Miss Ford, we're gonna get you signed in. You're gonna see the doctor. So, and the doctor wrote all kind of scripts for me to get the mammogram, me to get all kind of tests done. So had it not been for her coming out to get me,
Wow.
I still wouldn't have been checked. Because like I said, I couldn't
Mhm.
feel it. So the mammogram
Mhm.
caught it. So I forget what you asked me now. But
Just like what daily thing, like after the diagnosis, what did you do, what daily thing did you do, or not even daily, just to bring yourself out of that mindset?
well, I stay prayerful and I'm in the word and the Bible tells me to think on things that are lovely. And so thinking about I got cancer, that's not a lovely thing to think about.
Mm-mm.
uh,
I know healing is the children's bread. So I know that I was gonna be healed. Okay.
that's
Yes.
right. I love
Yes.
it, I love it,
So
I
I stay
love
in the
it.
word. So that helped me.
Yes. I love that. I love that.
Mhm.
For me, from a caregiver perspective, this has definitely shaped the way I see life and the way we live, our diet, our health, our exercise. But I think one of the most pivotal things above eating right, cutting out sugar, exercising, moving every day, going to regular doctor appointments, and, list
Yeah.
the things. One of the things I found most helpful is that when my husband was diagnosed, I told him, never ever say that you have it. Do not utter the words,
Don't claim it.
I have
Don't
X.
claim it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Don't claim it. Some things come to visit and then we invite them to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
That
And
is.
we're not here to do that. So I think that's changed just the way that I speak in general, because now I won't even say that I have a cold. I'm experiencing cold like symptoms.
Okay.
You know, I'm experiencing some back pain. I might be experiencing, it's an experience. It is not like, calling things in. And I just wanted to know from you, Miss Brazel, if or even you, Miss Monique, when Miss Brazel's done answering, if there's any like big major takeaway in your life that you feel like, okay, I went through this, but my biggest takeaway is this.
That's a good
It
question.
is a good question.
Very
Biggest
good question.
takeaway for me is, like you said, don't claim none of that stuff.
Hmm.
Like my husband, he always says he's broke. I said, man, don't be claiming being broke. I don't care what you see. I don't care what's in your pocket. Okay, you ain't broke. Okay, you ain't hardly broke. But
Right.
like you said, don't claim it. Don't claim it.
I
Hmm.
agree. I agree. And what about you, Monique?
I think the biggest takeaway is the strength that you gain from surviving it, or
Right.
living through it. Like that for me, especially in some of just my everyday things, when you're in it or when it first happens, you just, I don't know what am I gonna do? And I can't believe this is going on. But then when
Right.
you wake up the next day, I lived through that.
Right.
I conquered that. I beat that, regardless to
Yeah.
what it may be.
Yes. 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 And you know, my husband's a little bit different because he's a guy, but while he was enduring, that leukemia diagnosis, his appearance changed drastically. Drastically. Chemotherapy is hard. I,
Yeah.
I, I don't have to explain that to you, Ms. Brazel.
Yeah. No.
And what it does to the body and to the appearance and the hair loss and the weight loss
Mm.
and the changes in the skin and the
Yeah.
dryness and all of those factors. I just wanted to know, what do you think, at least from what I see, like a self-image has to do, or your appearance and how that affects the recovery process? For me, personally, many people may know if they follow me online that I have alopecia. Okay.
Okay.
And that is why I wear so many of Soul Lady's fabulous wigs.
Yes, and you look good.
Good.
You know what I mean? Today I'm actually wearing a signature style that was named after me. This is the
Oh, really?
Marshana,
Okay.
and I styled it accordingly. But I just want to know from you, like, what do you think that that does to self-image, and how important is the possibility or the ability to wear hair replacements while going through treatment?
I think
That's
that
crazy.
if you look good, you feel better. You feel much better.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
See, I get up and I got a head full of hair, but I wear wigs. I choose to wear wigs. I've been wearing them for years and years and years. And once again, my husband, he complains, why you got to wear all that mess? I like people in the street ask me, is that your hair? Beautiful. Sometimes I tell them it's a wig. Sometimes I say, yeah, it's mine. It is mine.
I know.
So
Yes, it is yours.
and I do put on makeup because especially if I'm going to be filming that day, I put on makeup to look as presentable as possible
Yes,
because I feel
ma'am.
better. And sometimes
Yeah,
I put on anything and I go out to the store and that's when I run into everybody.
yeah,
But when you look good, you feel good.
You look
And
good.
I
I
have
agree.
she's going through chemo right now, so she just lost her hair.
Mm.
Hmm.
So we just try to keep her uplifted and encouraged.
Absolutely. And Monique, you are such an amazing voice. I watch your reviews. If I need to know about a wig, if I need to know like anything about anything, I'm like, I go to Monique's page. Monique, from your perspective as a wig industry expert in your field, what do you think and what role do you think wigs and hair replacement play in helping self-image and confidence for a woman who may be experiencing cancer?
It plays a huge role. There is nothing like, but that's why I wear so many different wigs and I try so many different because there's nothing like the feeling of making yourself feel beautiful.
Yeah.
um yeah, I did a one video and I was just having a rough day, and by the time I finished the video I was smiling again. I started,
Right.
eyes wet, and it just makes you feel beautiful. It
So
doesn't matter.
beautiful.
It's, oh my gosh, and that's so important. You can look in the mirror. Someone once told me, when you wake up in the morning, just look in the mirror and smile. You got it today. You're beautiful.
It's gonna be all
And
right.
it's gonna be okay. So,
You know?
yes, and that's what got me started in this on this journey, in this wig, journey, because I love the way it makes other women feel. I love to see, pictures of other women when they put their wigs on that's going through alopecia or cancer or whatever, lupus,
Right.
whatever it may be. The way that they smile, you can see how it makes them feel just from a
Absolutely.
photo or a video. Absolutely. So I'm
Yeah.
here for the long haul.
And it's like we've all heard the saying, you never look like what you're going through.
That is
You're going through
true.
something hard. A cancer diagnosis will have your back against the wall, and breast cancer is so hard, or if you have alopecia as I do, or if you're experiencing thinning hair or any other form of medical hair loss, whether that is temporary hair loss or permanent hair loss, it's so important, which is why I brought my good friend with me. Okay, do y'all see her back here? She's
Yes.
come here with me because
Gorgeous.
this is something special. And the reason why I'm not wearing it tonight is because we're talking about breast cancer awareness. We're talking about a person who may have partial or total hair loss. And I brought my medical wig with me. I'm going to take her off just so I can show you what makes a medical wig a medical wig. I think this is one of the most popular wig reviews I've ever done. And everybody's
I
like,
watched
what
it.
make you? I need to do a follow-up video where I can
You,
answer everyone's questions, because so many women who are facing breast cancer have asked me, they've gotten in my DMs, they're commenting under the video. But I want you to take a look at the cap construction on this.
unbelievable.
Do you see that?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
There are no combs, no bands, none of that. Strategically placed silicone and silk structure. You could part this wig anywhere. And the reason why I love it, as someone with partial hair loss that's never coming back, I have alopecia. Ms. Brazil, your hair came back after cancer treatment,
I didn't go through chemo
You
or
did
radiation.
not.
No, I didn't have to. They just did
Oh, that's a blessing. You said you had the lumpectomy each time and that was enough. No chemotherapy necessary?
that was it.
Wow. Wow. Well, you still have hair, and I love that for you.
Yes.
Yes.
But the reason why I love this one so much is that I have to take out all of the combs in my wigs because I do not have the existing hair to attach a comb to.
Okay.
Having a band on bare skin, if you have partial or total hair loss, is not what you want. So this cap construction is what makes it a medical grade wig for women who are experiencing partial or total hair loss. And I cannot recommend it enough. Again, click that QR code on your screen if you want not just information about breast cancer awareness, but if you're interested in anything that Soul Lady has to offer, I highly, highly, highly recommend it.
I have a question about that wig.
Yes, please ask me because the people at home will probably have the same question that you do.
Okay. Do you have to wear a wig grip or anything to keep it from sliding off?
For me, I don't. For me, a wig grip would be really good for most people. I again, for me, because of my hair loss, the kind of hair loss that I have, a wig grip adds too much friction on the hair that's left. I prefer it just like on. I spray a little bit of hairspray inside the cap. You don't need to, but just like all over and then put it on and that's enough to keep it secure. Trust me, my wig don't be flipping.
And it's still breathable, right? It's still.
It is very breathable and very, very, very comfortable. So like I said, I brought her as my show and tell for everyone. But, you know, just last question before I move into my exciting, there's a whole segment here planned that's like a little bit of a quiz. But the last question I want to ask all of you, and this might help somebody who's watching, no matter where they're watching from. If you met a woman who was recently diagnosed with breast cancer, what would you say to her?
Oh my goodness.
You can take this one first, Auntie Nika. Then we're gonna go to
I
Ms.
know I'm
Bristol.
thinking like, are you okay? I know that's like
a loaded
that's a
question.
taboo. It's a
Yeah.
loaded question, but I will want to know. I would want to know just how are you? And don't
Right.
just give me I'm okay. You know, if you're having a bad day, tell me you're having a bad day. I wouldn't ask if I didn't want to know. Is there anything that I can do?
Right.
Like,
Right.
you know, do you have everything that you need? Like, tell me what to do. I don't know, so tell me what to do. I'm here. That's pretty much what I would say. Like, yeah, I'll go with that.
I love that. I love that. And what about you, Ms. Brazel?
Well, one of my best friends, she experienced breast cancer after I did. And I did something I shouldn't have done. I went on to tell her she was going to be all right. And I told her about my 2 bouts of breast cancer. I don't think people want to hear that. They don't want to hear about all that, what you've been through. It should be focused on what they're going through. So ask them how they're doing and how they feel today. And can you help them? Could I help them with anything? If they want to know something, I would tell them to the best of my ability about the procedure and everything.
Yeah.
Just be open and available. And I'm here. Just as long as they know, you know, you're there to help in any way, I think that means a lot. It would mean a lot to me.
And let them talk. You know, don't you do all the talk. Let them talk. Okay.
Because I could
Let
talk
them
now.
talk. I agree. I agree.
And I'm not much of a talker. I'm not.
Well, if you're not much of a talker, Ms. Brazel, I appreciate you tonight more than ever for weighing in and being so supportive to this wonderful community of women. All right. So before we get into some of your questions and comments that you have been dropping in the live chat, I just want to take a quick moment to do a little quick knowledge quiz. Are we ready? Is everyone ready? All right.
Okay.
Question number 1. This is the easy one. Okay. It's just a warm up. What is the symbolic color of breast cancer awareness?
We all should know that.
I love pink. If you could see the rest of my house, it's so pink. I am a pink girly. All right. At what age are women generally advised to begin regular screenings? We talked about this earlier, so this is another easy one. What's the answer?
It's 40 years old.
40 years young. Talk to your doctors. There
You
might be,
said that yesterday. 40 years
yeah,
young.
40
Mhm.
years young. So definitely talk to your doctors. You may need to get screening earlier, but definitely no matter what, definitely by the age of 40. Okay, true or false? Breast cancer only occurs in women.
So false.
False, false. Men can be diagnosed with breast cancer too. And Beyonce's father, Matthew Knowles, was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Mhm.
So there are men that you may or may not know who have had this diagnosis as well. So it's important for everyone to get checked. Okay, true or false? Having a family history means you'll definitely get breast cancer.
No.
Gosh.
No.
False.
False.
False. Having a family history of breast cancer does not definitely mean that anyone will be diagnosed with breast cancer, but always keep your screenings going. Okay. Which food is better for breast health? Fresh fruit or a sugary snack?
Oh, do we have to answer this one?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And it is
Fresh fruit.
fresh
Red fruit.
fruit. Okay, we've all heard this. And if you haven't, let me tell you, cancer loves sugar. So let's not feed it. Let's
Which
not
I
feed it
did
all
not
that.
know. So that was some good information. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yes. So definitely, I mean, just in overall health, right? Even if
Well,
cancer weren't a factor,
yeah.
sugar is not good for you. So let's ease up on the sugar. And last question, I'm going to direct this at Miss Brazel and then to Monique.
Okay.
If you could choose an animal to symbolize breast cancer survivors, what would it be?
I got 3 animals. First is the
Okay.
elephant, big and strong, and the second one would be the pink flamingo. Okay, because when he crosses his leg, kind of looks like that breast cancer bow.
Oh, he does.
That reminds me of that. And then the butterfly, the metamorphosis, you know?
I love that. I love that. And what about you, Monique?
That was actually one of mine was the butterfly. Just the transformation, just how it can look and then just transforms into something beautiful.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. But also a lioness because they're courageous.
they
Okay.
are. That's
Okay.
right. And for me, it's the mythical creature of the phoenix because the phoenix rises from the ashes. And, we always say life be life in. And, breast cancer is one of those unfortunate ways that life lifes. So we are here just again to have this conversation to bring awareness, to make it a little less taboo for women to talk about their breast health, to talk about prevention, to talk about a diagnosis, to talk about remission, and to talk about all of these things that make it less taboo and learn from each other. I've learned so much in this conversation from all of you ladies, and I hope everyone watching at home has learned something as well. Again, don't forget, for this lovely information monthly reminder is going to be sent out in every single Soul Lady Wigs purchase for the month of October. Again, you can look stuff up online. I know that means something, but it is such a good thing to have things printed out, visible, tangible in your hand in a place where you can see it and be reminded. Also, our lovely shirts, which were specially designed by Soul Lady Wigs. They are available. This shirt goes out to you at no extra cost with every purchase from Soul Lady Wigs of
Oh, awesome.
$199
That is
or
awesome.
more.
Nice.
This is yet a you didn't you see
Nice.
Yes.
Soul Lady loves you. So please, if
Awesome.
you were thinking about anything from Soul Lady Wigs, this month is such a good time to go ahead and dive in. You'll get this wonderful information. And for a purchase of $199 or more, you'll get this shirt and a fabulous wig. So I know we have some time for a couple questions from the chat.
Okay, thank you, Mashana, thank you, Miss Brazil, and thank you, Monique. Okay, let's skip the Q&A part.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have a video for our audience. Okay, this is our video about our medical wig and okay.
Awesome.
Our medical wig inside is built with care. Soulady Medical Wig is specially designed for sensitive scalps, lightweight, stress-free, and perfectly fitted and truly wear and go. The 7-zone design and 3D tailoring makes it so comfortable you can wear it all day. The dual silicone system keeps it secure and in place. Plus, the breathable mesh, silk base, and Swiss lace all work together to make it feel cool and look incredibly real. We now have a huge discount available. Use code MD100 to save 100 US dollars. If you'd like to learn more, feel free to scan the QR code on our screen at the top left corner.
Okay, okay. Do
Oh,
you know the point of yeah, we have a huge discount. Use code MD100 and you can save $100. Yeah, it's a very huge discount for this medical wig. Yes, it's very affordable to everyone. Okay, thank you guys, and I'm very enjoying today's conversation. And we hope our Pink sisters are stay healthy and check their health regularly.
Yes.
Okay, okay, take good care of yourselves. Okay, we will see you next time. Bye.
next time. Bye.
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 Oh my gosh, we did it.